The handout is full of lots of stuff, so I think I'd rather take your questions, but I want to highlight a few things that have been helpful to me. JaneFriedman.com has got a whole huge part of her blog called Getting Published. You'll spend hours and you will learn a ton. She was the former editor of Writer's Digest, and anyway, a young woman, but she could have packaged this all and sold it for a book to you. She's putting it for free in her blog, so go spend a couple hours. Goodreads has a group called Writers Who Are Children. 42% of them write fantasy. How about that? Very popular genre for young writers. And I love podcasts, and this is one of my favorite. Comes out weekly, Your Guide to Book Publishing. Just Google that, the podcast, and you'll learn a ton. She interviews all kinds of people in the publishing world, mostly the self-publishing world, but just tremendous advice. So, you know, I download them to my iTunes, I listen to them when I drive, I listen to them when I walk, and I learn a ton of information about the publishing world that way. I already mentioned APE, author, publisher, entrepreneur. Great book. If you want to be self-published, walks you through step at a time. You can put screenshots in there about what to do. I'll answer just about every question you have. I forgot it at my copy at home. But I think you buy it for $25 in print or $10 in Kindle. Writer's Digest has these wonderful webinars. Typically hour-long or sometimes 90-minute webinars or PowerPoint presentations that published authors like Jerry Jenkins and things like that. You know, he wrote the Left Behind series, talk about his workshop on self-editing was one of the best I've ever heard. So it's like going to a writer's conference, but you can do it in the comfort of your own home. You can buy like a 6-month subscription for $125 and watch all the videos you want. Okay? And there's my book. Okay. And here's my book too. My one is in the middle, called Business Tips and Taxes for Writers. My publisher wrote the first book called Writing and Publishing. It's downstairs at my booth. And this last one called Reach for the Stars. It's to help young authors, and I'd say probably elementary, junior high, work their way through writing a work of fiction.